stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the New York Giants.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing Jones. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Open man is Anderson. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Barkley on the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Jones, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. From the gun, Jones. And open left side, it's Williams. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here's Jones, throwing on 4th down, going for it all. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. First down. Allen now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Allen. He's going to fire one. Deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
To kick off for Washington.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing after the interception, Jones. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it'll be 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Jones. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Washington 17. Giants nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
On the handoff. Montez Sweat brought him down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Kane on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the...
Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Booyah! And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick-6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
For Washington.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 7, Allen. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On play action, Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
6 guard, check 6 guard. Shoot. Free. Check 37, check.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Saquon Barkley.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The draw. This is Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a handoff looking right. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
the tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Allen's pass.
Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
1st down, Washington.
Check.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Washington.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, his pass caught at the 4. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
3-yard line.
Here's Allen. Touchdown!
Allen.
Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
For the extra point.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run it again with Barkley, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Back to throw. Jones. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Jones off the play fake. It's caught inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Saquon Barkley, the
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's Washington that scoops it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown.
And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now it's Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
44-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Under 10, 10, 19 Lions. Rush in, rush in. Check.
Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run on first down. Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this team just continues to win football games. They're well on their way to another victory here. And that's 16-0 into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right?